Hello guys, this is Grace and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you something different. Well, I've been making cards, but this one is just a single card and it's actually part of the Glue Dots and Pretty Pink Posh blog hop. I'm not sure if you remember, but I am part of the Glue Dots design team, and so this week we are teaming up with the stamp company Pretty Pink Posh, and I chose to work with the butterfly friends from Pretty Pink Posh, as well as the Hello Shaker die set, and also the sequence pack called Nature Mix. So first off, I want to build my background. I really love this stamp because it's a layering stamp, and so I was able to use my mini distress inks for this. I don't have all of the colors, but I do have a few, and so I was able to pick kind of a light, a medium, and then a dark shade of each color. I think it's what it's called. So I'm starting off by using my Tim Holtz stamp positioner, but I just felt like it was a little bit cumbersome for the project that I was doing, so I'm going to end up actually using just an acrylic block and just stamping it. I thought that I needed to have the stamp positioner so that I can stamp a couple of times and be able to stamp it right where I wanted, but really I just only needed one stamp. And then even if I wanted to do double stamping, the stamps itself are small enough and the design itself is forgiving enough that I was able to do that with just my acrylic block. And I'm sorry if my head is in the way, because this is a layering stamp. There are certain parts of the butterfly that needs to be positioned just perfectly, and so that's what I was doing here. Again, if you were going to repeat this or try this on your own, I would just suggest to do it with an acrylic block like I am doing here. So the colors that I decided for my particular card came from the sequence pack that I will be using as part of my shaker element. The title of the sequence pack is called Nature Mix, and it's basically in the hues of blues, browns, and green, and so that's why I picked those specific colors, because I wanted them to match with the sequence. So now that I'm done with the butterflies, I love how it turned out, because even though it's one-dimensional, even though it's a one-layer card, I'm sorry, it looks like it's three-dimensional because of the different layers of the stamping. And I like how I was able to make my own pattern paper with just the stamps and some inks. So now I'm going to work with the shaker element here. And this one has the scallop square, but then has a hello on the inside of it. Now, I had a hard time with die cutting this. It's not because of the die, but I think it's because of my plates in my Cuttlebug, because it's bowed already. And I know I've looked at some YouTube videos about how to like undo the bowing of the plates, but I really think that the best solution for me is to just buy a new plate, and I haven't done that. I've been kind of lazy, so that is on my list of things that I will buy. So as you can see here, I'm kind of having a little bit of a difficulty, and I will actually run this die like 3 times through my die cut machine with different cardstock scraps, just so I can get the perfect cut that I had wanted. And so now I wanted to color in the word hello so that it will stand out against the sequence that will be behind this. So I am just using the same color scheme. I'm going to be using the blues and the browns and the greens for this. And of course, since the distress ink pads were already on my table, and that's what I'm going to be using as well. And I did put that in a scrap of just computer paper, so that all those extra inks won't go on my table. Okay, so now that that's done, now I'm going to go with the sequence packet. So usually when I make a sequence, I use some kind of foam tape, but this time I wanted to see how well the glue dots will work with some plastic, and I have a fuse tool, so that's what I'm planning on doing here. However, it's been a while since I have used my fuse tool, so I thought that I could just use this packaging of, I think it was a stamp packaging, and so I thought that I would use that because it already has the corners, because it was a pouch. However, it did not stick, and I tried it like 4 or 5 times. It wouldn't stick. Finally, I just used a sheet protector from Staples, and that did the trick. So I'm going to make a mental note that if I want to use my fuse tool, I have to use a sheet protector, because that's the only plastic that will actually melt and secure those sequins in there. And so that's what I did, and now I'm going to adhere this frame onto the pouch where my sequins are, and I'm using some mini glue dots for that. I love mini glue dots because it is small, that I can use it for smaller packages or smaller items like the frame, and then it's also because it's semi-clear, so even if I have some glue dots peeking out with the hello word, it's not super noticeable like maybe a tape or a tape runner or something like that. And then I also stamped the word friend, which is from that butterfly stamp, and then I cut that and cut the side of it into a notch. And now I'm looking at my card bases, and I'm gonna see which one matched the best, and I'm gonna go with this blue one, and I'm going to adhere that with some pop-up dots because I wanted that to stand out against my card base. And that's pretty much how it's going to be. I am going to add a little bit of finishing touches because why not, right? I have some sequins still on my table, and then I have my mini dots, so that's what I'm going to be doing here. I wanted to create a little bit of embellishment, and then I would call it good. I think I did add a little bit of shine to the word hello by using some shimmer pen from Nouveau Drops. But again, if you guys like these videos, please give it a thumbs up, and I will try to make some more card videos in the future. If you are visiting me through my blog because of the blog hop and have not heard of my YouTube channel and have liked what you saw, please subscribe so that you will be notified with the next video that I post. I usually post some scrapbook process videos and also some homemade card and scrapbook kits, because I love doing those, pulling items from my stash and making cards and scrapbooks with it. Again, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye!